Hello readers, I'm Amy, and you'd best settle in for a rant, because I'm pretty upset right now. I got on Twitter, and I'm like, hey, so people are kind of shit, should I talk about it? And everyone's like, yeah, people are shit, and yeah, I want to hear you talk about it. So here we are. Where to start this? I have a couple of friends, very, very close friends, they're like my best friends in the world, who have dabbled with the idea of having YouTube channels, either book-based or makeup-based. And one thing that they are both really nervous about is hate comments. What to do with a hate comment, how to deal with it, how to feel about it. And I have a lot to say on that topic. For starters, starting a YouTube channel, you have to have at least a little bit of self-confidence. Like, you are talking out loud to yourself, alone, to a camera, which feels kind of weird. And then you're letting your opinions out there into the world. And as we all know, people don't like opinions. Let's see. Let's start here with a little story, too. My face. Apparently people hate my face. They've made that pretty clear. I have always been aware of my smile. I have a very gummy smile. Believe me, I know this. I have always been aware of this. And luckily, people don't usually point it out because they're probably aware that I'm aware of this. Until I was 19. My very first boyfriend, I go home with him for like a weekend or something. Very first thing his sister says to me, "Oh, you're one of those people." And I'm like, "What people?" She's like, "The ones with the gums, the big gummy smile." And it's like, what? Excuse you, bitch? What? I don't need you to tell me this? How rude? How rude could you possibly be to say that to someone's face? And then a couple of months ago at work, I work in a PRTF. Psychological residential treatment facility, I think. It's a very long term. I struggle to remember it. Anyways, I work in a psych center with teens, and a teenager comes up to me, one of the girls that I was working with, and points out my smile. She's like, "You have really big gums." And it's like, yeah, I know. And my mouth just kind of closes. I try not to smile for the rest of my shift. Don't really meet her in the eyes. I mean, I kind of forgive her for that one. Working with teens with emotional and psychological issues, like, there's some things that they just can't process. So I forgive her a little bit for that one. But then one day, doing my YouTube thing, checking my comments, and someone posted a comment on one of my videos and then apparently deleted it, which is why I couldn't find and report the comment. All they said was, "her gums." Again, I'm aware. I don't know why you feel the need to point that out. And today, or actually really yesterday, I think is whenever I got the comment, that again was deleted, so I couldn't find it and report it. I get another comment that says, "holy horse face." Yeah. Thanks. You want to look, here's my smile. Enjoy. I realize this. There's nothing I can do about it. You think that I'm just hanging out in my mom's womb, looking up features on the computer, deciding I want this smile, I want those eyes, I want my hands to look like this? No, that's not how development works. You don't choose your features. Maybe you do whenever you pay for it with plastic surgery, but I don't have that kind of money, and I don't think this is the kind of thing you can fix. And you know what? After years and years and years of hating my face, I just figured, you know what? I have to live with this face. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna live with it. And it's one of those things that I thought about whenever I was getting ready to start a channel. I'm like, I don't like my smile, but I've never really liked my smile. But actually, a lot of people that I grew up with, probably one of the reasons why I am able to smile around people, is that a lot of people actually told me I have a really nice smile. I think what gets people is that when I'm really, really excited and really happy, I smile and my face just glows. Like someone's face glows when they're really, really happy. And you can see through my smile that I'm expressing my happiness, and that might make you happy because people like being around happy people. So I know that I do actually have a nice smile if you want to be happy and I'm happy and you see me being happy, and then maybe you're just like, oh, I feel really happy now because I'm hanging out with this happy person. So it's what's behind the smile, not the features of the smile. So as I was saying before, you need a little bit of self-confidence, or at least you need to be aware that people suck and they're going to pick out the things that you hate most about yourself, particularly on social media. And that's hard to deal with. And I get why my friends are really nervous about starting a channel, because how do you deal with that stuff? Which my first hate comment, most of my hate comments revolve around me being a woman and around my feminism, because politics. But one of my first hate comments I did actually respond to, and then that person responded, and then it just kind of made me feel like shit, and my husband's sitting next to me like, you really shouldn't respond to those. So, rule number 1 of hate comments: they suck. You're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna have to find out what to do with those feelings. Rule number 2 behind hate comments, which is really like rule number 1A, don't respond. Whatever you do, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, if you get a hate comment, do not engage. If you figure you can create this great whole academic, aware, grammatically correct comment, like a whole paragraph, they're still gonna shoot you down and still gonna make you feel like shit. If you do just a simple one word, like, little thing to try and get back at them, they're still going to comment back and make you feel like shit. No matter what you say to a troll, they will shoot back with something that makes you feel like shit. That's just kind of the rule of the troll. Rule number 3, report it and then delete it. I'm not sure why you have to do both. I feel like if you're reporting a comment on YouTube, then it should automatically delete it, but it doesn't, at least from what I see on my comments. So I report the channel, or I report the comment, and then I delete the comment. And then, because the comment still shows up in your notifications, I put hide notifications so I can just get it out of my life, out of my sight, and move on. Now with the her gums comment, which is the first comment I ever got that really just hit me the wrong way. I spiraled a little bit for an hour or two because I'm like, why would someone say that to me? That's so shitty. But like I said, people are shit. You know, I talked to my husband about it. I cried a little bit about it, and then I posted the comment on Twitter, and I'm like, hey, here's a shit person who was mean to me. And then everyone else jumps in there and they're like, yeah, this person is really mean. I think you're beautiful. I think you're awesome. You're better than they think you are, and you shouldn't let it get to you. So that was really nice. Sometimes if you get a really, really bad comment, just put it out there in the world and be like, this made me feel really bad today and it's making me spiral, and I need to hear some good things about myself. And people will get back to you and help you feel some good things about yourself. This booktube community is amazing like that. There are a lot of videos out there on how awful book Twitter is, which I get because it can be awful. But I also think that depends on who you're surrounding yourself with. The people that I follow on Twitter, as far as the booktube community and book Twitter community that I have interacted with, have not been the super dramatic book Twitters. I haven't really come across much of that. So again, just be sure you're filtering out who you follow so you know you're going to be in a good space. But the people that I surround myself with in the booktube community are always getting back to me whenever I post stuff like that. And they're like, hey, you're awesome. Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, that person's terrible, and don't let them get to you. So next rule is seek out support. You know, go out there to the booktube community or to your personal friends, whoever you feel comfortable talking to, and be like, this comment really, really got to me. Because if you're anything like me, you take that shit personally. Everyone always tells you if someone's being horrible, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Well, you know what? I'm a very personalized person. I take everything personally. That is something that I try to work on, but ultimately that doesn't feel like something I can help. I can't help but take everything personally. That's just kind of my personality, and that can suck sometimes. But that's what my friends are for. My friends are there to comfort me when people are being shitty and make me feel better about myself. Something else that I should point out whenever it comes to the hate comments is I don't even have 400 followers yet, which granted I've only gotten the 2 comments on my face, but I don't even have 400 followers at the time that I am making this video. I'm sitting at like 380. I cannot imagine the comments that someone gets when they have well over 1,000 or 10,000 followers. And this is just the booktube community. One of the 2 friends that I mentioned is really into makeup and has played around with the idea of having a beauty channel. And while I think she would be awesome at it, I'm also a little afraid for her because I've heard that the beauty channel is not a nice place. And I don't understand why. Just because you are competing with someone does not mean that they are your enemy. What happens to all those things that we practice whenever we're in sports as kids? Like baseball teams, even adult baseball teams, they walk past each other either before or after the game and they give each other high fives and they say good job because, yeah, they're competing against one another, but that doesn't mean that they have to hate each other. If there's all this pressure to be popular. Like I'm freaking myself out about it all the time. Like I don't even have 500 followers yet. How do I get to 500 followers? How do I get to 1,000? I want to be popular. I want people to see me and to hear what I'm saying and to be excited to watch my videos. I want to have 10,000 followers. I want to have 100,000 followers because that's what we have put meaning into. With something like YouTube and social media, we need to have lots and lots of followers because that means that we're worth something. And that's a problem. Like, yes, I am totally part of that problem because I tell myself all the time, you need more subscribers or you're just not going to be important enough. But also there is always a price to pay for something like that. And the price to pay, part of the price to pay, is that people are going to hate you because they can. Which is horrible, but that's what they're gonna do. When you get up there in subscriber count, or even if you're like me, down at 380 subscribers, you're going to get horrible people commenting on your looks, on your personality, on the way you deal with things, on your politics, everything. And I don't know why. Maybe it's the invisibility factor. Like, they can't see you, they don't know you as a person, and even if they do, maybe they're just that type. Maybe someone was so awful to them that they feel the need to project it onto others. Maybe they just like to create a domino effect of reactions of people hating each other. Who knows? There are so many theories out there for why it happens, but the only people who have the answers are the people who are doing it. So I try to tell myself that it's okay if I'm not at 500 subscribers yet. It's okay if I'm not at 1,000. It's okay to not be popular. And while I really want to be popular, I also see all of these comments. And while I do want to be popular, I also need to tell myself it's okay not to be, because the people that I interact with right now on social media are really awesome. And usually the people who comment on my videos are really great and they're part of the community that I've built around myself, which is really like anything else. You know, if you're walking around with your friends downtown, you're gonna have your friends who are really awesome and talkative and loving and want to be friends with you and are being friends with you. But you're also going to have the catcallers. You're gonna have the people who follow you down the street at night. And they're gonna freak you out and they're gonna be scary. And you just have to keep your friends around you. So while the hate comments on social media are horrible, are they really any different from what we're experiencing in our day-to-day lives, particularly as women? Not really. So to the booktube community, thank you. To people who want to make their own channels, People out there are going to want to make you feel like the scum of the earth, and you just can't let them. Lean on your friends, report and delete the comment, and absolutely do not engage. I hope this little rant helped a little bit. Please be confident about yourself. Just find one thing about yourself that you really like and focus on that, and help yourself feel a little bit better today. Love you all. Like, subscribe. Please be my bestest friend on social media, because I always need more bestest friends. I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye.